I can understand holding on to hate is not healthy, but forgiving abusers? Nope. Yeah, let's talk about this. Yeah, I had so many people who seemed to not really get what I was saying, both on here and the other place that I post. I had so many people trying to leave me comments, trying to explain to me why forgiveness was good. Just because you forgive them doesn't mean that you have to keep them in your life. When you forgive somebody, you're doing it more for yourself than you're doing it for them. Why would you want to live with hate in your heart anyway? Having that resentment against someone just holds weight. Why would you want to live with that? I can absolutely understand the concept of needing to let go of anger and resentment so that you can move on with your life and have some closure. But that's not what I was talking about. The point was, nobody owes anybody their forgiveness. Now, you might say that you forgive somebody and might really want it to be true, but the thing about it is, when you get around that person again or somebody talks about them, those emotions still come up the same way. So at that point, when those emotions do come back up, you might tell yourself, oh, maybe I didn't forgive them. Then you start to think, well, there must be something wrong with me since I didn't forgive them the right way. Say your trust is like a plate, and your abuser picks up that plate, drops it on the ground, and it breaks into several pieces. Now they pick it up and they try and mend it as best they can, but it will never be unbroken. Now I could say that I forgive them, which would be using that plate still, but every time I look at that plate, I would still know that it was broken. But as the owner of that plate, I should have the right to say, I'm not going to use this plate anymore and throw it away. But if that abuser picks up the plate out of the garbage and says, why did you throw this away? I did the best I could to put it back together. You can say, I just don't want it anymore. You are not under any obligation to say, oh, okay, I guess I'm just using this plate from now on. Hopefully that makes sense to y'all, because I make analogies all the time, and sometimes they really work well, and sometimes they fall completely flat where people are just like, nah, I'm not getting that one at all. Anyway, short story long. If you're able to forgive somebody, great, if that's what you want to do. But if somebody says, I'm sorry, that's them asking you a favor. And that's up to you whether or not you want to grant them that favor. But having a religion like Christianity tell you that you absolutely have to give them that favor, no, wrong. And if their God doesn't like that, then he's doing you wrong too. And you don't have to forgive him either.